morning. It's Jeff McKinney, the techpreneur for the people. And this is an episode of TechP What's the What. Today has been a real doozy thus far, I should say. And it's not even 10 a.m. yet. As you guys know, I build technology and really had this heart to be able to help people, and I always want to demonstrate that, and I'm also working to overcome the challenges that plague me every day. And I usually in the morning get up and go into the gym to kick things off, and that effort is there because of the necessity to maintain my mental health, I would say. And so this morning the exercise was a little bit different, and what I mean by that is it's been a mental struggle, or mental set of weights that I feel right now, and I've been feeling thus far this morning, that I'm aware of. I know what the source of it is, but I also wanted to come here and talk about those things, because that's what this form of TechP What's the What is all about. And it's the feeling or the sentiment that I am looking to heal from when I talk about my healing. And so I wrote about it in my art that I created today, and you can check that out under the Techpreneur for the people on Instagram, or you could check that out in my Facebook profile, because I push that art and that poetry from Instagram to Facebook daily. And one is usually I push one from each one of my profile, my public and my private profile. And they ultimately both end up being able to be viewed publicly on my Jeffrey McKinney Facebook profile. And so, the feelings that I've been feeling this morning, and are like anxiety and the feeling of being overwhelmed, the feeling of just a weight being placed on me, and so many other feelings that I don't know that if I'm accurately describing right now. And so it's been a challenge. Like, once I finish my cardio this morning, usually on Mondays I get into some weightlifting. But today I was just feeling the tension in my head and almost like borderline dizzy and shortness of breath. I've become very aware of what those feelings mean, and like I quickly turned to trying to figure out, just figuring out what I was supposed to be doing in that moment to actually manage that. Luckily, I saw my lovely wife. She was leaving the gym, and I was walking around kind of trying to find a space and what I was supposed to be doing in that moment to what was best for me. And I told my wife that I was feeling overwhelmed, and she suggested doing yoga, and that was perfect. That was exactly what I needed. And so I did the yoga, and then after I did the yoga, I wanted to. My aspiration was to be able to do some weightlifting, but it just wasn't. I just wasn't feeling it. So I'm gonna listen to my body, and then continue to focus on doing things today in a flow, and just making sure that I remember to take deep breaths and all of those things. And I'm grateful. I actually have a call with my therapist today, midday. And so these will be details that I'll be sharing with her, and we'll work through it. The good news is I know, just based off of the work that I've put in and the miracles that I've seen up to this point, that the outcomes that we are envisioning are destined, and we already have victory. But that doesn't take away the sting or the feeling of those moments that are challenging for me. And so that's really what I wanted to share in this version of TechP What's the What. And so if you have any questions, or if you feel like you struggle with these types of things and you feel these things, then would love to connect with you and be a part of your support system. That's part of the reason why I'm pursuing the things that I'm doing with life coaching, with my life coaching certification, as well as the responsible well-being that we're building into integration, is so that not just myself, but all people, when they have these types of feelings and they don't know where to turn, or they want to put a process in place of actually owning their mental health, and having that process already in place, when it's not a if, it's a when the feelings come. And so, for example, I have my therapist meeting today. That's not something that I had to figure out how to do when I wasn't feeling well. It was already set, and that is part of what we're looking to provide for everyone through our services, through integration and responsible well-being, as well as diverse perspectives. And so, with that said, this is Jeff McKinney, the techpreneur for the people. I will be okay, and I am okay. I know that, but I just wanted to be able to share what I was feeling in this moment, in efforts to hopefully reach out and provide something that helps humanity. So, peace.